right, sumo fans, this could be it, right? The man in red there, Cinderella story in a way, Maegashira 15, and he is going up against a Maegashira 2 here today on the final day. A lot of us thought he might get an Ozeki, like Hoshoru, for instance, but they've decided to give him Asanoyama, who's, obviously a very tough opponent. The only thing is Asanoyama has a little less on the line here. He's already got his Kachikoshi, whereas Hoshoru, if they'd given him Hoshoru 7-7 and has to win to avoid being Kadoban and get his Kachikoshi. But there we have it. And Atamifuji 11-3 all alone, the only 3-loss rikishi in the top division. So a win here would be his 12th win, and nobody can catch him. Doesn't matter what all the 4-loss guys do later in the day. He would be your tournament champion. And obviously his very first tournament championship, and there will be no playoff. So some people want him to win for all of those reasons, the great story, coming out of nowhere, only his second time ever wrestling in the top division from a very low rank, winning it all. Other people want to see him lose here, not necessarily because they don't like Atamifuji, but because they'd love to see some kind of playoff at the end. We have 4 guys who are 10-4, and 2 of them fight each other, so one of them will definitely get eliminated, but we could have as up to a 4-man playoff if Atamifuji loses this match. So, it just depends what kind of sumo fan you are. Do you want to see, the out-of-nowhere kid, as it were, here win it all? Or would you rather him lose so we end up with some kind of playoff? Well, yeah, we absolutely will have a playoff, because between Daisho and Takekeisho, one of them will remain at 4 losses. Even if the other 2 4-loss rikishi, Hokuseiho and Takayasu, both lose in their respective matches, one of the 10-4 in the Daisho Takekeisho match will win, right? So, yeah. What are you shouting at your TV when you watch this video, or your handheld device, or your iPad, to see who you want to win? Some of you are Asanoyama fans. Don't really care that much about Atamifuji and just want Asanoyama to get a 9th win. And that's fair enough as well. So don't think he's going to be able to jump up to Komusubi Asanoyama this tournament. I think Hokuto Fuji will probably get it, and or Abi, depending, if Abi gets the 9th win. He's also at Maegashira 2, so we'll just have to see. But some of you, I have Asanoyama on my team, but my team is so far out of first place, that's not really a factor anymore. So I'd kind of like to see Atamifuji get it. Why not? It'll be a great interview. I won't be able to put it on the channel, but it'll be a great emotional interview, I'm sure, when he wins. His mother and his sister are there in the crowd. They showed them earlier. So seeing their young man try to do the best of his life. Okay, here we go.
M2 Asanoyama. 緊張感漂う土俵。さあ踏み込んだ。右四つ、上手を先に引いた熱海富士。
No.
朝乃山だ。熱海富士を止めました。熱海富士ちょっと動きが硬かったか。
テレビ前にステップしてなかったですよね。そうなんですね。やっぱ緊張してる。緊張してたんです。ちょっとテレビ前上見るのがびっくりしましたけど、あんまり相手を見てなかったから緊張してるなっていうのがさすがにね緊張しますよ。朝の山だって緊張して今ほっとしてますよ。
いやもう表情でよくわかりますね。
いやいや首振ってるけどね。緊張してるからそれだけ。
内容としても。
いや内容はもう朝の山が一テンポ早いですよ。
He bounced back with a win yesterday against Abi, but could not get the big win here on the final day against Asanoyama. The announcers were talking about nerves. He's probably very nervous. He's never been in this situation before. Asanoyama has, although he wasn't, the Yusho wasn't on the line for him. And a lot of the fans, I think, are clapping, not necessarily for Asanoyama, although they are, more so for what I was talking about, the fact that now they're going to get to see a playoff. Now that's exciting, right? So, he will definitely have to fight at least Daisho or Takakeisho to win again. He has another chance. He gets to go back, and he gets a pretty long rest. It's at least 45 minutes before he's going to have to wrestle again. And then he could also be fighting Hokuseiho and or Takayasu. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go along. Okay, and someone will win the Yusho with 11 wins. We haven't had that in a while. Come on back for more sumo.